Welcome you and all to another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast, where we talk about Latino everything. I'm your host, Crispin Valentin. Make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Why? You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. Like this amazing story by Alyssa Salinas. She's a massage therapist licensed, and she has a passion for what she does to help our community. And now to the episode. Alyssa, hola, bienvenida, welcome.
Hi.
And you said I was going to speak Spanish. We're going to speak.
I know, I was about to.
Like what?
We talked about this. I don't speak Spanish.
It's all good. I do that. I throw in a word here and there without even knowing. Thank you so much for being. No, hablo español. Poquito. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the time. I know right now, especially on Friday on Dallas, the DFW area gets very hectic sometimes. So thank you so much for taking the time. Before we start, we're going to start with a segment that I like to call Preguntas al Chile. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for right now. You got amazing stories like Alyssa right here that's going to be super, super amazing. You're going to be inspired today. So go ahead and subscribe right now. Are you ready? ¿Estás lista?
Yes, I am.
¿Tacos o tortas?
Oh, man. Tacos.
Corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
Corn.
Absolutely.
De
Gorditas or pupusas?
Gorditas.
Jarrito, the flavor drinks. What flavor is your favorite one?
I don't like them.
You don't like them at all?
No.
Any type of soda? Water?
I don't drink any soda, water, or anything like that.
Good for you. Water it is. H2O. Agüita. Speaking of aguas, I know you don't like soda, but agua de horchata, Jamaica o tamarindo? Jamaica. Oh, yes.
All the way.
Salsa verde or salsa roja? Which team are you?
But on a taco, salsa verde.
Okay. And on a roja, what you like to put on there? What dish?
I don't know. All of them.
All the other ones except for tacos. Mm-hmm. I like salsa verde too. Menudo or pozole?
Both?
Can't decide.
Like after a night out, menudo all the way. But like if it's cold outside, it's the other. It's
Pozolito. Pozole. Yeah. Valentina, Tabasco, Cholula, or Tapatio hot sauce?
Cholula.
Churros or flan? Flan.
I'm crazy about flan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever had choco flan?
No. So Don Goyo's. It's off of McCartney.
Yeah,
in Fort Worth. They have the best flan.
Yeah.
But not the one in the cup.
Yeah.
It's the one that's by the slice.
Okay.
You have to get that one.
So they probably make it in the back somewhere or something.
I don't know.
Sounds good. If you want to celebrate some victory, something you did, big client, something amazing. Do you like to dance cumbia, salsa, merengue, or bachata? Cumbia. And Tejano too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I need to put it on my list, especially when people for work are coming through. I need to put Tejano.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your Tejano for sure.
We do.
And when you hear the word Latino, Latina, or Latinx, what is the very first things that come to mind for you?
That one's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
That one, like, my answer is kind of deep. So, as you can tell, I look white. But I grew up Mexican. My dad's white, but I didn't grow up with him. I grew up on my mom's side with a Mexican family. I grew up on Tejano. I grew up listening and everything. We had novelas going on in the background. Right. Like, that was our life. And so that's what I think of. Anytime it's Latinx, it's the way I grew up. It's what I know. It's my culture.
Yeah.
So even though, science may say that I'm, have a lot of white in me, that's just who I am.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And do you care if anybody calls you Latina, if they know that you're, not 100% Mexican or white or whatever? They care? No,
it's who I am.
Yeah.
So, if they see what they want to see, that's fine. But I know who I am in my heart.
Awesome. That's all that counts, baby. That's all that counts. Who you are. Okay, so let's start. Like you said, growing up, I don't know if it was a little different for you. Got a little mouse drop over here.
Mouse, they run
I'm going to get you, you know what, Brie? I was thinking I was going to get you a mouse pad. And I will get you one.
Some ghetto over here.
No. the mouse is great, but sometimes it just slides too much. So I'm like, I need to get it out. I thought about it too. It's on the way. As far as growing up, like you said, some of your recollections, earliest memories is just growing up Mexicano, right? Mm-hmm. But what would that look for you? Like, for example, depending on how many generations, I don't know if you know the history of how your parents or your great parents or your great grandparents got here. But if you know, I would love to hear some. And then after that, just kind of sort of, what did it look like to you growing up the way you did?
So we've been here a while. We have multiple generations here. My great grandparents on my grandmother's and my grandfather's side, they're the ones that immigrated from Mexico.
Do you know around what part?
You would ask me now. I'd have to call 1-800-MOMO and ask her. But no, I don't know exactly.
So good.
I know that my grandfather's more from the border, but other than that, I don't know for sure. What was the question again?
Growing up,
that threw me off.
You good? Growing up for you, what did it look like? You know, growing up Mexican American. You say multiple generations here compared to me, not even first, born in Mexico and getting to here. There's a little big difference.
Oh yeah, there's a huge difference. But for us, every Sunday we're at my Nana's house in Northside, right off of 21st and Lee Avenue. Like she's right there. The house is still there. We still have family in it. And it would be a bunch of kids, a bunch of cousins.
Yeah.
And we'd be running around. My Nana would be in the kitchen with my grandmother and my mom, my crazy tia Lily. I love her to death. We would all be there running around, going in and out, getting yelled at for opening and closing the door all the time.
Right.
And we would have the best chips and salsa all the time. Like it was on tap. I love that stuff. My Nana would make it. And it was just simple.
Yeah, simple.
Simple salsa roja, but it was amazing. And then they would make anything. Tostadas, tacos, gorditas, all of it. And it was amazing. And it was just family all the time.
A lot of family bonding, kids, food in general was always present for you growing up. That's
definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so you go through life. Do you ever feel different when you go to school? Like you're kind of growing like this, but you kind of sort of, they see you like this?
Yeah. So for us, and I was even talking to my sister about it on the way here, because I knew that this question would come up. And we did. Like, we didn't really feel like we had a certain place.
Right.
Like, it was different. Sundays with the family or at home with the family, we had our place. We were still there, and they saw us as Mexican. But as soon as we stepped outside that circle, everybody thought we were white. And when we looked white, we don't speak Spanish. But they would have, pot roast for dinner. And I would have rice and beans and tostadas. And they wouldn't understand. Like, other kids wouldn't understand, like, our culture. And then the Mexican kids at school, or like the Latin kids at school, it was also different because they saw me as white. And I didn't go to school with my cousin, so I didn't have anybody there. I remember one time in 6th grade, I was being picked up by my grandfather, and the nurse looked at me and he goes, "This is your grandfather?" Because my grandfather's as dark as you are. And I was like, "Yeah, that's my grandfather." "Are you adopted?" And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
"No."
Oh my God.
"No, this is my grandfather." And so
being so young, how did it make you feel? I mean, did you kind of acknowledge what was happening, or later on you kind of backtrack as a grown up, like, "Oh my God, that's really happening"?
It is what it is. Like, there's just always been that we never really had like our place. But coming back to it, like, that's the one thing that I really love about my family is that it's always about your family. Like, you're still family.
Right.
It doesn't matter what your skin color is or what your DNA says or anything like that. We're still family. And like I could go to my cousins now and, for instance, being a massage therapist, I sometimes get like the emergency calls. I've got a crick in my neck or whatever. I had an event that I had to go to on Saturday.
Yeah.
And at 9:00 at night, my cousin calls, says she's got a really bad crick in the neck. She hasn't been able to sleep for 3 days. And I drive over there and I help her out. And it's nothing because it's what you do for family. And I don't know very many families like that outside of the Hispanic culture.
Love that. Love that so much. It's true. And by the way, sorry. Mexican, like, depending on where you're from, they're güeritos. I made the mistake, even myself, not about a month ago. I went to an event. I put some Ramon Ayala, and I seen these two güeritas singing, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. I passed by them because I had to do some. I was coming back, and I'm like, surprised I know this song. And like, we Mexican. I'm like, what? Like, you're Mexican? And then like, I don't know, in my own ignorance, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then she came over like, yeah, we're Mexican. We're from Guadalajara. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Because there's güeritas in Guadalajara, straight up, like we say bolillas, straight up. That's what she looked to me. And I did not, in my mind, thought that she would know Ramon Ayala or Vicente. And she was singing her heart off. I'm like, man, I still need to fix some of those things that we get to go through too. Because I did it just not that long ago. I'm like, that's crazy. Because we do have güeritos. We have all kinds of colors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Afro-Latinos and you name it, we have it. That's for sure. Did you feel that you were getting treated differently? I know that people throw around the word white privilege or whatever. Did you ever feel any of that or kind of sort of got...
But I used it to my advantage.
Okay.
You know, I mean, depending on what area you're in, you're going to use it to your advantage.
It's part of Survivor, right? Sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's Survivor mode.
Yeah.
And so I still get people that are very, very prejudiced. And they will start talking very racist. And I'm like, you knew I am like half Mexican, right? And, you know, they start to backtrack and everything.
What their face look like whenever you said
Oh, it's a shock. They're like, what? Like, oh.
No, but not you.
Yeah.
They ever say that?
Yeah. They're like, oh, but you're one of the good ones.
Yeah. I never understood that part. Whenever I was growing up, too, that I kind of learned English. English my second language. And you can still hear the accent sometimes. But I got to where I could speak. And some people will say something like, I'm like, I'm Mexican, too, right? And like, no, not you. You're... Like, what you mean not me? I'm them.
Yeah, that's who we are.
And then the same thing for you, right? They were saying something. I'm like, what you mean? That's half of me. What you mean?
Yeah.
So what would they say after that? Just backtrack, you said?
They just backtrack. They start taking it back. Oh, well, like I said, you're one of the good ones. Or
what does that mean?
I am, to this day, I still try to get people to define what a
the good one is.
And sometimes they get dirty about it. But, you know, it's just how people are, just their prejudice, and I hate it. But
yeah,
I'm like, you realize that if you go and actually do the research, the Mexicans, the Hispanics, the immigrants, all of it, like, they bring in so much more to this country than what you even realize.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but it's just people's ignorance.
True that.
And it's sad.
So you went through, after dealing with that, very interested, back and forth, going through school, and then you ended up going to school. You graduated, correct? What is the degree that you were working into school?
I ended up not getting a degree.
Okay, good.
I went to school. I went to A&M for about a year and a half. Realized that I'm extremely ADHD, and I can't focus on bookwork to save my life. But I will read all day long. But if it's as long as it's something I want to read.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I couldn't handle the schoolwork, and I started to get depressed. Realized that I depended more on my family than I probably should. And so after a year and a half, I came home. And then I went into the working world and the business world. And I worked for property preservation at a bank, and I went from there to wanting to go back to school again.
Mm-hmm.
And after about another year of that, realized school's not for me. And so I spent a few years trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And 2016 came around and I went to massage school.
Yeah. How did that come about? Because I know you have something within you regarding wanting to heal or not seeing people hurt or in pain. Where does that come from? And what made the opportunity of going to massage therapy come from as well?
So I always talked about wanting to be a nurse or a massage therapist or a PT. I've always wanted to work with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't figure out how to do that because I sucked at school. High school, I made straight A's. But college, I guess there was too much freedom with it that
Yeah, for sure.
I procrastinated too much and it just wouldn't work for me. And so then I went into okay, well, maybe massage school would be cool. And it was just an idea I had in the back of my head. I always knew that I'm a nurturer at heart. I'm an empath.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel other people's issues. Even you right now, I notice that you're squirming and I can tell that you're not sitting straight. And I know that there's something going on in your back.
The pillow in the back behind.
So it's just something that I've noticed with people.
Yeah.
And it's an energy. And so it just stayed in my head for forever. And I'd mention it to other people and they'd be like, you'd be a great massage therapist. You'd be great at this or that. And I'm at nursing or anything. And so, I'm just there and kind of lost, hating my job, hating going to work and working a 9 to 5 at a desk all day long. And I hated it. And so having that conversation with my husband at that time, we're driving down 20 and we passed by the Texas Center for Massage Therapy. And it's like a big white building, like you could see it right from 20. And he's like, why don't you call? And I was like, okay. And so I literally was on the phone with them at that point, driving. And they go, well, we have a new class starting tomorrow. Why don't you come in and we'll talk about your options? And I enrolled the next day. And so that was 2016, graduated in 2017. And I realized after I graduated, I went to to work for Hand and Stone.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that the spa world wasn't for me. Because they kept you to a certain time limit. They had a bunch of regulations. And I couldn't work with the clients the way that I wanted to. I always felt like my job wasn't done. And I wasn't reaching them. And so when I left there, I kind of felt lost. I'd have clients that I would work on, like going to their houses or they'd come to mine.
Right.
But I still ended up working full-time at an office. And massage just ended up a hobby for me. Even though I loved it, it just still ended up a hobby. And fast forward to 2022, my husband and I, our relationship wasn't working out. And I ended up divorcing him, buying a house, and the money was not stretching as far as I needed it to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I busted my butt and I went back to massage and I loved it. I realized how happy I was. I was connecting with people. I was working with them. And then I started learning more. I looked into lymphatic massage. I looked into different trigger point therapies and scraping and now even cupping. Like, I'm just learning so much more. And it's so fascinating how the body works. And I just felt like this is what I was meant to do. And so after busting my butt for another few years, I am now doing it full time. I'm going on my 3rd month of doing massage therapy full time, and I love it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. It's a great leap of that you take, but you know what you're doing, and you like what you're doing, and of course you're great at what you're doing. Because anytime I get one, I'm like, oh yeah, that was good.
And you only get 30 minutes with me.
No, I will fix that. But okay, I know it's kind of scary, right? But you know you've done the work to go on, because that's just what you want to do now. Is there any kind of in your family entrepreneur spirit type businesses that anybody did, or are you kind of sort of like one of the few that started doing their own thing?
You know, there's not a lot of entrepreneurs in my family, but my sister, she's that one that, like, she takes that leap, and she isn't afraid of anything. Or even if she is, she does it anyways. And she's baby sister. We can fight like cats and dogs, but I love her to death, and she loves me. And I mean, she's my best friend, or at least one of them. Sorry. One of my best friends.
Talk to the camera.
But she took a leap. Her husband's from New York, and she moved to New York. No one in my family ever moved out of state. Like, we're Fort Worth people, and the furthest we're going to go is like an hour radius, and that is it.
Even Dallas looked like a foreign land, huh?
It is a foreign land. I don't know how Dallas is. Fort Worth girl, I'm sorry. But actually, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for you guys, but the Dallas people. But no, she did it. She moved to New York, and she's trying all these things, and she's not afraid. And she was that person that I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. And so I just started building my strength from that. And then you just start taking that jump.
Isn't it interesting, though, that sometimes that example of somebody doing it can kind of sort of push you to kind of want to do it too, that it's doable, that even though you've never done it before, somebody's willing to take the leap, and you know what? That person took it. Why can't it be me?
And so when I talked to Sarah about it, my sister, she's even will say, why can't you? Well, why do you not think that you can do it? Like, what's wrong with that? Just try it. And so I now know that anytime I'm going to get on the phone with her, I need to know that I want to hear that answer, because that's going to be her answer. It's like, she's just like a little voice in my head. Like, why can't I do it?
But it's get involved with a lot more entrepreneurs. It's kind of true that a lot of them don't know what's going on, and they just keep doing it until they just keep learning about it, until they get better at it, and they become successful at it, as long as they don't stop. You know what I mean? It's just the thing. It's like, okay, I don't know, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And the experience itself is just doing it yourself in your own hands and kind of figuring out it does something for you, you know?
Making that leap, that first leap, and knowing that you have to survive somehow it's empowering and terrifying all at the same time. You know, after making that leap of quitting my full-time job with health insurance and benefits and cashing out my 401k at 36 years old, it's terrifying. But now I'm surviving on my own. Like, this is my responsibility. If I want to keep my house, I have to hustle. And that is scary and the best feeling, because now you're just relying on yourself. And all those things that I spent my 20s being afraid of doing, I'm doing.
Right.
Like driving to Dallas. I told you I was in car accidents the first time that I would ever drive to Dallas. And I was like, I'm never driving to Dallas.
If you don't know, poles jump in front of you as you're driving in Dallas. So
they do.
Very careful.
They do. Wow. Gosh, Crispin. No, but it is scary. And it's empowering. And But you just have to make that leap. Take that first step and just do it.
There's some kind of danger in being comfortable. It's like a trap that keeps you there because, the check is every week and you're good and nothing else. And there's really nothing concerned.
Yeah.
But is it yours at the end of the day? Like whatever company you work for, is it going to be something that you can pass on to your kids? And all those questions start arising as you start hanging out with people. And all of a sudden you'll be like, what else is there? Yep. But your sister's right, though. Again, there's only one way to do it, and it's just to give it a go. And at least you were not afraid to do that, because other people will never take that leap.
Yep.
Other people will live in comfort, die in comfort, and will never figure out something for themselves, as far as they will never have ownership of something because they were never wanted to take that leap to make it happen for themselves.
Yep.
So, commend you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Let's backtrack a little bit on the services that you do. So you went. You did massage therapy, you completed it, but then all of a sudden you see that there's other things you can learn. Just that because you like massage therapy and now all that, the world opened up to all kinds of things that are...
even more now. Okay, so about a year and a half ago, I learned about lymphatic massage training.
What is that exactly?
So your lymphatic system is basically like the waste system for your blood.
Okay.
All right. So like all the germs, all the grossness that your blood filters out, like the lymphatic system just kind of like swishes it all through.
And where's it come out of?
It goes into your deep lymphatic, and then it all ends up into like your kidneys and all that other stuff.
Really?
And then, you end up peeing and pooping it out.
One of the two. Yeah.
One of the two. Pick one. So that's probably like the worst example or the explanation of it, but Google it. It's great.
Simplifying
stuff.
it to the best of my ability. Yeah, of course.
So I had been sick and feeling like crud. And I started learning about my body, and I realized that I was getting swollen. And I'm like, why am I so swollen? Like puffy, like my hands are puffy, my ankles are puffy. And so I started looking into it, and I went through like Googling and all that, and went down the huge rabbit hole that, that we all do. And I find a post about the lymphatic system. And it was really cool because it's like, well, if you start moving your lymph through your system and like start moving, you can use a vibration plate, you can use massage, you can do whatever, you'll start feeling better. And so I go down the rabbit hole and I find a certification program for it, and I got into it, and I realized like it helps with so many things.
Really?
It helps with healing. It helps with like surgeries and the scar tissues and all of that. It helps with mom's post labor. It helps women when they're pregnant. Like, it's just good for everything. It helps you fight those illnesses faster and gets you feeling better. And so I ended up getting my certification in it, and that was another huge thing.
Why does the body don't do that by itself? Is there something that we don't do that creates that instead of having to have somebody help release it?
It's a stagnant lifestyle.
Okay.
So your circulatory system, it has a pump, your heart. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. The pump is us moving.
Okay, I got you.
And people don't move. And so gravity pulls the water into your ankles. It pulls the fluid into your hands.
Right.
So,
sorry, I got something in my throat. Everybody says to move, but they just say to move, and a lot of times they don't break it down as to how important it is for you to move and why it's important for you to be active and move around. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And along with the type of food that you're taking in as well, because I don't know if that had something to do with what you had going on, but was that a contributor to food?
Oh, heck yeah. We just, out of habit, we learn to eat what's there.
Yeah.
And so eating those bad foods will end up causing our bodies to not process the sugars and process all the nutrients the way that it should.
Yeah, of course.
And so with the lymphatic system, it has to work harder. And now I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
So good. So you were talking, we were talking about the food in general and how it's best to eat better because a lot of times we're not taught. So there's a reason why we get to have some of those issues in addition to not moving around. So that's another thing. So
you want to get your body moving to start processing that food. We have to help our internal systems. And so by moving and working the lymphatic system, that helps flush everything out. It's just like drinking water. You don't want your muscles to atrophy or dehydrate because then that ends up with you end up cramping up. You end up not able to move around. You end up just feeling heavier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, staying hydrated is so important. Because it also moves your lymphatic system. And so movement, even if it's just a walk, it helps. All of that just really helps us out.
Awesome. Okay. And what other certification did you got? Because I know you started getting into more of a holistic approach of not only just the massage, but everything else. Like you said, the body works, how everything's kind of connected with one another.
So it's fascinating because it really is.
Yeah.
So I'm certified in manual lymphatic drainage, massage therapy, headache and migraine relief, prenatal certification. I'm going to be looking into, and then also coming up, there are different ones that I want to get into, like post-surgical lymphatic drainage, cancer with lymphatic drainage, and what was the other one? Oh, the lymphedema.
Headache and migraine.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that one because I know quite a bit of ladies, mostly ladies that I don't know why. I'm sure guys get it too, but for the most part, people that I heard have super bad migraines to the point where they can't even move. The room has to be like dark. They pretty much can't do nothing the rest of the day because they're out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that exactly you're able to, because Chelsea might need one of these days. She had a little something like that happen, or somebody that I think I met a call about. But how does that get triggered, and how do you treat it, and how can they be better off?
For women, a lot of it has to do with hormones. It has to do with the way that we eat and take care of ourselves. Because women are superheroes. Sorry, but we are.
I agree. I concur. Yeah, absolutely.
And so we have so much going on when it's dealing with kids and then having to deal with our hormone system that is almost 100% of the time out of whack. And dealing with all the everyday to day life stuff. But we also need more sleep throughout the day. And we don't get it. And so all that tension, the lymph, it all just builds up in our necks.
Wow. And
it needs to be released. It has to be worked out. And processing all that information, all that stuff during the day, it builds up and it causes our systems to go out of commission.
Does it take time to get to that point to where you're out of commission, or could it be just doing one day of having too many events that all of a sudden you feel that way?
It just depends from person to person.
Okay.
It really does. It also has to do with your cortisol levels. It has to do with your sugar intake. It has to do with, are you eating? Because I know a lot of women who will start their day off running, grab a cup of coffee, and run out the door and not eat protein, not drink enough water, all of that. But what I do on the massage side is that I really get into their occipitals and work all that out, because that's where a lot of our tension is held, is right there. We're constantly holding our heads up all day.
Of course.
So it needs to be worked out.
So is that like a one-time deal, or do you have to continuously do it every so often to kind of especially somebody that gets migraines often?
That goes it's a case by case basis.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time I would suggest like a regular, like monthly massage. If I'm really being greedy, I would say once a week, but no, you don't need it once a week.
You don't need it once a week.
I'm that type of person that I'm going to teach your spouse to do those massages for you, because no one should be in pain like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Headaches suck.
I know you said that naturally you, somebody that, that is a caring person, but why the pain part that kind of sort of gets you more whenever you see somebody in pain?
You look at people and we all deal with the same shit every day. Sorry, I don't know if I can cuss.
So good. We'll let it slide.
But we do. I mean, we all get stuck in traffic. We all have kids yelling at us all the time. I mean, I don't have kids, but I have a nephew who yells at me. We have family drama. We have bills to pay. I don't care who you are. We all have to survive. And we're all trying to make it. And that comes with pain. We work through back issues. We sit at desks and our necks start to hurt and our shoulders start to hurt. We end up with carpal tunnel. Everybody ends up with some sort of pain. And sometimes just 5 seconds of touch can fix that. And you can reach people through massage therapy, through that connection. So deep. Mm-hmm. And that's why I do it. Because the people that I can connect with, it's amazing. I have met so many people in different parts of life. I've met business owners that, like, multi-million-dollar business owners.
Wow.
That I've got to reach and connect with and realize that they're human. I have worked on immigrants that are scared of telling people that they're immigrants.
Yeah.
And they deal with the same pain that this multi-million-dollar CEO can. And I help them both. Just with 1 hour of my time.
That's cool.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And
I get to see the world from a different point of view. And I love it.
I'm over here choking on something. Sorry.
I know.
Not that I'm crying.
Man, you're tearing up on me. Dang, I'm that deep.
No, don't get me wrong. It is deep. Because it's true though, right? Nobody sees it that way, right? At least not normally. People are not in tune with what's going on. Of somebody that work all day, immigrant, I say afraid, and then this other person, they kind of sort of, the body needs that thing to be able to be better off, you know? A lot of people don't see it that way. At least I didn't think about it, but you get to deal with that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How did it feel to have your very first patient whenever you started doing your own full thing, your thing full time?
It was natural.
Yeah.
Like it was like just another day for me. I worked with my friend at the time, and we practiced on each other during classes.
That's awesome.
And
so he had free massages for how long?
Yeah. Oh, I've had free massages for a while, but now I'm too bougie and too picky on who I go with.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty much a massage snob.
Oh, really? That's cool.
So I'm like, I have to direct my boyfriend on how to massage me, because it gets frustrating going into a massage and not getting it right, and I want to stop midway and teach them how to do it. I'm like, no, you're doing it wrong.
That's funny.
Yeah,
but how did it feel, though? Like, to have your very first one, you say it felt natural for you?
It was natural.
It was natural.
It was so natural. It was like I was in tune with the body. Like I've always been that way. I always felt like where the muscles were and was able to massage that out. Like, I mean, I would help myself. I would help my grandmother. And you know, she's really the one that really pushed me into this, because she always would, you know, I'd be doing schoolwork and she'd come up behind me and like, hear me out, let me help you out. And she'd massage my back. And then I started doing that to her. And it was just natural, you know, growing up. And so for me, it wasn't like anything scary. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't nervous. That's what I was meant to be doing.
Do you think those small gestures from your grandma just kind of giving you a massage did something for you that you didn't realize that later on is going to impact you as to what you do now?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like that love that I got from her, it was a love that I wanted to share with everybody. Like everybody needs a momo in their life that will come over and help take the pain away.
Absolutely. When you were on your way over here, were you... I hope he asked me this question, or I hope we touch up about this. Anything that comes to mind to you?
Let me think. Yeah.
Of course.
So you asked me about like kind of why I do this and like how I want to take the pain away. I firmly believe that no one should live in pain, regardless of your background, regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
No one should live in pain. It's not fair. And with our system the way it is, not everybody has the access to a doctor.
Yeah. But
not even all doctors like see massage therapy as something as health care, you know. And I firmly believe that there is a lot that massage therapists can do, especially when they really learn their anatomy and learn how to work with the body and how to release tension. But it's also something very emotional that everybody needs touch.
Yeah, there's that weird study that you can find it online about the kids that were separated. Some get touched, some didn't get touched, and some of them didn't make it. And the only difference was they got to pick them up and held them instead of the other ones didn't. That itself proves that you need to feel that contact. Exactly.
And so I feel that if more people embraced massage, whether it's something that they're comfortable with or not, they could just get contact, some sort of touch from person to person. I think that we would be in a whole lot better place.
Body pillow don't count, ladies or gentlemen. Or gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Being a massage therapist and always getting those jokes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I know. Now I know. That's funny. I know that you say you feel like nobody should live with pain, but where does that come from? I know the love from your grandma was something, but is there anything else that you just feel like that's just not something that somebody should go through?
It's watching people. Being an empath all my life, I could see people in pain. Like I can see people with discomfort and I could feel it. And
you'll give them the sana.
I do. I do. It drives me crazy. Like my boyfriend right now has a tear in his shoulder. I can't fix a tear. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, of course.
But it drives me crazy that I can't fix it. It drives me crazy. But I work on other areas that could help relieve some of that pain for him, because knowing the body and how it works, I'm able to release some of it. But that's my life. I don't believe anybody should be in pain.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. If you can do and have somebody to help out and like yourself.
Giving someone a hug. That touch is really important.
Yeah. Us Latinos do a lot of that than other cultures don't. A lot more. Yeah, so we got something already going for us, even if it's not the massage part. I know you launched recently, 3 months in full time, but in your mind, what are you seeing and envisioning here in the next 2-3 years for yourself? Where do you want to be at? I don't know if you believe in goals or just kind of sort of you already have in your mind to where you want to be at.
It's funny that you ask. because I was kind of thinking on the way, I was like, man, if he asked me that question, I really don't know how to answer it. But really, I'm taking every path that I can get. Whatever opportunity comes my way, I'm taking it and I'm seeing it where it goes. I haven't ever really been a planner. And so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. So whatever happens, happens. Currently this weekend, I'm starting yoga teacher training.
Wow. That's cool.
Just because opportunity fell in my lap and I'm taking it.
Yeah.
So
the thing you were talking about, the doctors maybe not embracing so much massage, I don't doubt that some doctors don't, but some of them won't even embrace a good diet and things like that. You know what I mean? It's all like, you're diagnosed, medicated, on your way.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to do with, like, literally the pinky toe could be attached to some nerve that is causing, I don't know what. You know what I mean? All things like that.
But that's how massage therapists are taught. Yeah. Is you could have a tension right here in your trap, but the actual root of the issue is in your scapula. And the body's connected. It's connected in different places, and you have to look at the body as a whole. And unfortunately, our doctors don't do that right now. They don't learn anything about that. And we have to start educating ourselves on how to eat properly, how to move our bodies, and how to just live a better life.
Yeah.
It's, lowering our stress levels and slowing the F down to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think of meditating?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I wish I could turn my brain off a little bit more, but hopefully with the yoga teacher training and Jasmine that was there at the kava bar on Monday. Yeah. Hopefully she can help me learn how to turn my brain off so I can focus on meditation.
She was great, by the way.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
I was in the zone.
Yeah.
I was gone.
I was like, this is great.
At that time, I was crying.
I'm sure.
Yeah. The last few months, I can't stop. Just meditate for a little bit. But I just
we need it.
It's crazy.
It's probably your cortisol and everything releasing.
Yeah, it is release. Yeah. Part of it is. Even though I'm not in thought of anything, it just comes out.
Emotion. We hold all these emotions in our bodies. We got to let them out.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're running short on time. Before I let you go, though, what is all your social media? Where can people find you at? How can they book you? If you want to not say your telephone number, but we can always put it in the description.
Okay.
People be funny.
Yeah. People are interesting.
Sure.
So link is in my bio to book with me, but
we'll put it in the description as well.
Yes. My Instagram is Massage by Alyssa, and you can reach me through there.
Awesome. Any saludos, shout outs, anything that you have for anybody? Toda la familia, every single cousin. Start from the small. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, thank you, family. I love you guys. Mom, Sarah, Jeremy, Allie, all of you. My wonderful boyfriend, Andron. Love you guys.
Awesome. As far as I know you're fairly new to doing this, but even 3 months, is there anything that you learned that you would tell your younger self that will help somebody else out doing this journey so far right now?
Just take the leap. Just take that leap and go.
Yeah.
It's okay if you fail. It's okay. We all do. That's part of life. We learn from it. Just dust yourself off. Just start over again.
Yeah. It doesn't define you. A failure doesn't make you it doesn't label you as a loser failure for life. It's just one thing that happened. If you can just get over it and then analyze what is it that I learned from this and how can I make it better?
Yep.
Before I even got to do this 4-year podcast, I've been doing other stuff and it just didn't work out because it wasn't the thing that I needed to do to be able to show amazing people doing amazing things. It was more superficial and things like that it wasn't nothing fulfilling.
Yeah.
So it just after a while I learned, okay, that's not my thing because that's not the kind of things that I want to put out there. So
and that's okay.
Yeah.
Now look at what you got. This is amazing. You got pillows.
I got pillows. I got cups too. I got stickers too, by the way.
Okay. Oh yeah, can I have one?
Absolutely. I'm gonna get you a couple of them. And usually during my day or sometime I say something along those lines. I'm not immortal. I am mortal and I will die one day. Not to terrorize me or anything like that. It's just more of a back to life. With that, I wish you a very long, prosperous life. After everything's said and done, what do you want people to think and feel about your life?
That I loved. That I lived. I'm there.
Awesome. Yeah. Amazing. Again, thank you so much. We probably met not even 2 months or even before that. I think I might have been the first time you were at the Kava Bar. Yeah. So the first time you at the Kava Bar, how long have you been going full time now? A month or two?
2
months,
3.
Right? Yeah. So I met you there.
It's before August. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And then we just started small talking and things like learn about you. And I thought it was pretty neat. And some small world in the Fort Worth and some of the people that I kind of know and things like that. So like neat. And then just the way that you were talking about how your calling and in regards to not wanting people to feel pain and things like that. I don't know. It just normally I like people to have a longer track of a job, but I feel like you found something that I think you're going to continue to do, forever and a day because it's something that you enjoy. So, and without a shadow of doubt, Alyssa, you are a global Latin factor. Thank you so much for being here.
You.
This was another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember to subscribe right now. Why? You have nothing to lose and so much to gain, like this amazing story and so much more. And remember, we are just like you. We are people. We are the spice and flavor in this melting pot that it is the world. Till next time.